Welcome again to the Kingdom Empowerment YouTube Ministry website. We are so excited that you have joined us, and right now, at this very moment, we pray that something awesome is about to take place in your life. We come to encourage you, speak life to you. We want to let you know a few things that are happening right here live at Kingdom Empowerment Ministries, where we're coming to you from today. We have with us Tron. I'm your host, James, and we are so excited that you've taken the time just to watch our site. Now, Tron, I've heard that God has been doing some awesome stuff in your life. I have seen you over the years. I've watched your ministry grow. Not only are you a vocalist, but you minister from the pulpit, but you're a great witness for the Lord. And I know personally that when you work for God, God will turn around and He will bless you. He will increase. He will enlarge your territory. What's been going on?
Well, I just want to say thank God for how He's moved in my life, how He's opened up doors for me. I can remember it was about a few months ago, latter part of 2009, where the Lord spoke in an awesome service, in our morning dew, early morning service, and the glory of the Lord came in, and our Bishop Emma Dickens, the senior pastor here, she's speaking things over the pulpit and over our lives, and it's come to pass in a matter of 24 hours.
So true.
And it was the day of the suddenly. She began to speak over us, and she said that if you believe God for anything you need, she began to be very specific. And in that day, she was very specific to me, and she spoke and said that if you need a job, that you believe God in the suddenly, and in 24 hours it began to take place.
So the job situation, you were struggling, or did you have a job?
Man, I had a piece of a job.
Okay, now I remember in one of the sermons that Bishop Dickens began to minister across the pulpit, she let us know that even though America was in recession, we were not participating in that. Did you hold on to that faith while you were going through what you were going through?
While I was going through that time where myself and my wife, we did not have everything that we needed, but we experienced God working in our lives so dramatically, so awesome. He began to open doors for us. Things began to happen that we could not explain. I mean, even in the midst of layoffs, God was still blessing us.
Oh my God.
And He was still opening up doors for us.
Now, when the prophet began to minister to you, tell us how that thing fell into action.
Well, it became about because we had to have obedience. We had to be able to be obedient to what the woman of God spoke by God.
That's right.
And as I was being obedient, me and my family, the Lord spoke and said, in 24 hours, we need you to do a praise break no matter where you are.
I remember that.
In 24 hours, no matter where you are, we need you to do a praise break. Well, the next 24 hours, I remember we were all talking about it. We was text messaging back and forth. We were excited about that next 24 hours. And as the time rolled down, God began to open up doors for us. In the next 24 hours, it was 11 o'clock that next day, I got 4 phone calls for a job.
4 phone calls, all for the same job.
4 phone calls for 4 different jobs.
For 4 different jobs.
4 different jobs.
So not only did He enlarge, but He had an increase.
Yes.
So you filled out 4 applications, yada, 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 and 4 jobs came through.
I filled out 1 application.
One
job.
One application.
Yes, sir.
And that's how God is.
Yes.
That's how God is. That is the awesomeness of God. What happened next?
Next thing I know, 2 began to call me in for an interview. 2 automatically offered me the job. They knew I was qualified, and they knew my background, and God began to open up doors. I began to work at this place, and God began to bless me there. It was just God's grace and His mercy and just how awesome He is. And He's continued to bless me. It's almost like now, you know, things are still coming in. And I was talking today to my wife, and I said, I think I may just have to go back to my bishop and ask her to pray to stop the calls from coming.
Oh, so you sound like the woman with the oil that every time she filled up one vessel, when they brought her another, she could fill that one up too. So that's what God is doing in your church.
In my church. The place that I grew up ever since I was 3. I am 30 years old now, and God is still blessing. It's just getting bigger and bigger and better and better.
An abundance of blessings taking place right here at Kingdom Empowerment Ministries. The prophet, the woman of God, Bishop Emma Speaker Dickens, is speaking because God is moving from the head. He's blessed her richly. Her ministry has expanded over 3 decades, and right now God has her here, planted in Scotland and North Carolina for a season. She's expanded down to the Greenville area as well. So if you're interested in getting more information about Kingdom Empowerment Ministries, visit us on our website at www.keminc.org. That's KEMINC.org. Be blessed.